Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyle. This is Kontour by Kyle, and as you can see by today's title, we are in another Halloween tutorial. This one is Cleopatra. I found this picture on Instagram and I fell in love with it, so I looked it up on YouTube and I pretty much just recreated it with a few obviously minor changes. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to subscribe before you leave, and let's get started with this tutorial. First, to prime my eyes, I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm just going to get that all over my lid, and then I'm going to go into the Nikkietutorials and Too Faced palette and take the shade Ivy on a big fluffy brush and just set that down. And then I'm going back in with my Morphe E26, and then I actually switched to a fluffy crease brush, and I'm taking the shade Painkiller and just buffing that all over my crease. Okay, so now I'm actually using my Morphe E26 and the shade Makeup and Chill, and I'm just going to put this a little bit more precisely in my crease and just keep buffing it upwards towards my eyebrows and just doing those windshield wiper motions. Be sure to blend a lot for this look. I go back and forth between the fluffy crease brush and my Morphe E36 just to be able to pack some more shadow on with the E36 and then be able to blend it out with the fluffy crease brush. And then I'm going to take the shade Ivy again and just highlight my brow bone, and then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm in the shade Fair, just with a small concealer brush, and start to cut that crease. And then I'm going back in with my E36 just to buff out any of the parts that got above the crease. You can totally correct that with some more shadow. And then I'm going in with this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Get Lucky. Sorry, it's out of focus right now. It'll go back in a second. And I'm just putting that all over my lid. And then I'm going to start with my eyeliner. I'm starting with just a straight line going back. I'm kind of aiming for the tip of my eyebrow. And then I'm going to start from the middle of that line and start to extend it going into my crease. Just a little like swoop, if you want to call it, just like a little curved line that stops maybe a quarter way into your eyelid. And then I'm just going to start filling that in. Next, I'm going to take the shade Wanted on a little smudger brush, and I'm just going to pretty much go over where I put the liner, just to fill in that area, and then start to smudge it out further, going further into my lid towards the middle. Next, for glitter glue, I'm using the Violet Voss glitter glue, and I'm just going to start packing that all over like the inner half of my lid, and then go ahead and pack some gold glitter. This is also from Violet Voss. The glitter that I'm using is called Golden Fairy, again from Violet Voss, and I'm just going to keep packing that, and then taking my E36 and just cleaning up that crease. If any glitter might have gotten up there, you can just kind of brush it away. And then I'm going back in with Wanted just to make sure there's no harsh lines and it looks more like a gradient going from the black into the glitter. And then I'm going in again with a little more glitter glue and some more glitter, again just to make that line not as harsh. Next, I'm going to start on the inner liner. You just want to start at your tear duct and start to extend it outwards towards your nose. And then I'm going to start connecting that line to the rest of my lid and going all the way back to the black. Just a very thin line on your lid like you would do with normal liner. And then I'm also going to use this liner to waterline. And then I'm going to go in with this E.L.F. cream eyeliner. It's in the shade Teal Tease, and I'm just going to start brushing this pretty much on the outside right next to where the black is. You're basically just making every line literally right next to the black. And the next step, I'm just going to curl my lashes and put a very generous coat of my Kiko Extra Sculpt Mascara. And then on my lower lashes, I'm using the Megalength Mascara from Wet n Wild. Moving on to my face, I'm going to prime my face with the Wet n Wild primer, and then I'm actually going to add a little bit of the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Sunbeam, and just add that right into my primer, and then just massage it all over my face so you can get a little bit of a glow underneath your foundation. And then for foundation and concealer, I'm using my Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 concealer and foundation. I'm in the shade 01 Creamy Vanilla, and I'm just dotting that all over my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and buff it into the skin using a damp beauty blender. This one is from Morphe. And then to highlight my face, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm in the shade Fair, and I'm just putting this on the tops of my cheek, not directly underneath my eyes, because you can go ahead and blend it that way. But I really just want this to be a highlight on the top points of my cheeks, down the center of my nose, in between my eyebrows, and on my chin. To set everywhere I just highlighted, I'm using my RCMA No Color Powder, and this is my Morphe R13. Perfect size brush to get underneath your eyes and set your concealer or highlight. And then I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face using my Milani Face Powder. I'm in the shade 02 Medium Light, and I'm using my big, huge Morphe R2 for this. Next up is contouring. I'm using my Wet n Wild contouring palette. I'm going to take the shade, the darker shade. I'm in the shade Dulce de Leche. And then I'm just going to start contouring my face using my Morphe R5. And I'm going to do a pretty intense contour. Next, I'm going to bake my face because I really want a sharp contour because it is Cleopatra. I'm taking my Morphe M459 brush and my RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm just going to start packing this right where my contour ends to clean up any contour that got below your cheekbones. And yeah, I'm just packing this all over, and I'm also doing my smile lines because my concealer and foundation starts to settle into my smile lines. So to prevent this, just throw on some RCMA No Color Powder. And then while that's baking, I'm going to throw on some blush using my Morphe R4. This is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso, my all-time favorite blush right now. And then of course Cleopatra has to be glowing to the gods, so on the very tops of my cheeks I'm going to put some more of the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Sunbeam, and I'm just going to, blend this in using my finger. And then on top of that, I'm going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and first I'm taking the shade Dripping in Gold on this fan brush and just packing that on my cheeks. And then if that isn't enough for you, I'm going to go in with the Golden Bronze shade from the Anastasia Glow Palette and pack that on top as well. And then once you're done baking, go ahead and wipe all of that RCMA No Color powder off using a big fluffy powder brush. And then to finish off this look on the lips, I'm doing my ColourPop Ultra Metallic Lip in the shade Maneater. I thought it just added a really cool metallic vibe to this look. I think it looks awesome. And that completes this look. Shout out to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Be sure to subscribe so you can see more videos coming your way. Thanks for watching.